had it not been for that free one, I would have never probably tried yours.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the tumbler game is so good. It's so profitable. Having a good rotary actually almost doubles the value of your laser.
Welcome back to the Riley Black Project. Crystal and John.
Hey.
What's going on?
Oh,
how's the course treating you?
So we're halfway. And it's beating me up.
We're halfway. So at this point, you'll get at least half of what she planned.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we're just trucking along, trying to be positive and stick out for the what do you call it? Stick through this to the life update, and you'll hear the debacle that was this weekend and today and all that stuff.
Stay with us.
Yeah.
That's all coming up at the life update.
Yep.
This episode is brought to you by
Katie with Monarch Pine. Side note before I get into her code and stuff, everyone who signs up this month, every new
September
paid patron for September gets a $10 gift card to Monarch Pine. So if you sign up for that $4 level, you automatically, you got 6.
As soon as you walk in.
The door.
You're hitting the face with discounts.
And then she's giving 2 $20 gift cards for existing patrons because we got to give them the.
We got to give them some. Yeah, they've
been here
with us for a minute, so we're not only looking out for the new ones, we're also looking out for our day one.
That's just a little side note is that that's available for September. We have another one lined up for October, and we have more sponsorship opportunities coming. So if anyone's interested, send me, slide into my DMs, and I'll let you know what the options are.
I don't know how I feel about that.
But listen, they're going to give me money. They're going to give me money. It's okay.
They're sponsors. It's all right.
That's also just because they're going to give you money. Just let it happen.
All right. Anyway,
you can also find us on Feet Finder.
So, anyway, Katie with Monarch Pine normally
Sorry about that
sponsors the episode. And she gives everybody 10% off with code Riley Black. So head on over to monarchpine.etsy.com.
That's right. And now for the second half.
Oh, I was going to say, it's not time to introduce them
it's
yet.
not time to introduce them.
Okay, the second half.
Although they kind of introduce themselves by chiming in.
It's okay.
Gotta get that mute button.
Only the people who know them will know who's here. Yeah.
Who's in the wings.
Okay, so we got Rexy with Spreading Stardust, Trisha, Allison with Black River Arts, Jillian B, Jess with Jersey Girl Sign Shop, Christy C, Aaron with Aaron's Acrylic Animals, Bree with The Burn Shack, Catherine with Primary Market, Stephanie with Pretty Pitty Design, Daniel with Alive Pixel. Okay, so I need to mention it. I've been so freaking busy. I haven't even announced or mentioned it or shared anything, but I am now an affiliate with him because he's going to make some jigs. He already made 2 of them.
Oh, that's right.
Make some jigs for some of our metal blanks, the little house shape and the little baby onesie shape. So, so check that out. If you need that info, let me know. I have my
you might have seen him
affiliate
if you were
at
Next Level.
Yeah,
he was
super cool dude. Yeah. And it's awesome because he 3D prints them, the jigs, and they're red.
Yeah.
So it was come
brand.
on, no brainer. Yeah. Kevin with Sledge Epoxy, Hannah B, Natalie Cupid, Sheila with Sign Inspirations LLC, Lori Green, and Candy with Turtle to Goat Creations.
Ooh, Turtle to Goats. That's fancy.
Yeah. So that's all the sponsors for this month. All of the $6 and up. Yeah.
Yeah, they're sponsors too. Yeah. I was listening to one newer podcast that's like a spinoff of another. He called them producers.
Oh.
He called them producers.
I like
They're
that.
producers of the show.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he shouts out, I think it's one, I don't know, he's like this show, today is brought to you, and then he names one big, I don't know how he structures it.
Yeah.
But it's this show wouldn't have, I'd be on the streets selling, whatever if it wasn't for this one person.
I mean, this kind of stuff literally pays for soccer and that kind of shit.
Yeah, and
so
if we need new stuff, new gear
and
or whatever,
gear
and
yep, cameras and mics.
Yep.
They have some red mics that I really want, but
I
they're
don't
really
know
expensive.
why I watch Kill Tony. I don't know why. I don't know why I show you clips of Kill Tony. I know why I watch.
Every time you show me, I'm like, but I want that mic. I don't care what they're talking about. I want the red mic.
Do you want to hold a mic the entire time?
They have red ones of these too.
Yeah, those were the special 50th year anniversary.
We gotta find them.
Now.
Well, I'll tell Will. I'll stick him on it.
Yeah, I don't know. This isn't a marketplace find.
Maybe.
Anyway,
who we got today?
Well, I got a prop for who we
got
today. I got a prop for
there you
who
go
we got today. And you might have heard him talking. One of them. Anyway.
He laughed. Yes.
But we have they're both geniuses in their own.
They really are.
But,
in their own way.
Yes, in their own way. But the makers of the best rotary
on the planet,
or rotisserie as I used to call it.
Every time
I
was like, I need to do cups, and he's like, oh, do you need me to put the rotisserie? And I'm like, the rotary, and he's like, yeah.
Stan and Len of LensDigital, how you guys doing?
Hey guys.
Hey.
Len, I love the shirt.
Thank you.
Okay.
Represent.
They're really comfy too, you guys.
They're literally the best shirts. Like,
hey, send me another one.
Hey, we have more, I think. I'm pretty sure we have a couple more.
We have a couple.
And then we teased it, but there's something new. There's a new design coming.
Yeah.
So you can
Is it really different? Is it like a?
Oh, it's way different.
Oh yeah, it's different.
Really?
It's
different.
It's a fancy logo.
Yeah. If you were part of the After Dark, you saw it.
Yeah, we teased it on the After Dark, but it's really awesome. I'm
Another
really
reason
excited about
why
it.
if you're not following us on Patreon, you should
right?
be.
You get all the
you get all the inside
411
scoops.
inside info.
Yep, we talked about a lot of
spill the beans.
Yep, behind the scenes stuff in this last one.
So you guys have been busy with some new rotaries. We're all chomping at the bit. I didn't even have a second to get the grip before Grip 2 came out. So
you gotta get on it. You gotta be a little faster.
Oh, I do. And I'm excited about it. I mean, I just see everyone using theirs and their full wraps, and I have tons of tumblers that I would love to do some full wraps on, and haven't got it yet. I do love my V4 when I use it.
Yeah.
I did actually use it a couple weeks ago though.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
What did you make
last week?
It was a couple weeks ago, huh?
What'd you guys make on it?
I made one singular tumbler for our Pest Guy.
Oh, the Pest Guy.
Yeah.
The Pest Guy. Mm-hmm.
Did you do like a nice insect design, like with some mosquitoes?
No, I wish it was like something religious, and it was a round, like graphic too, so it was extra pain in the butt.
Oh, round.
Like, oh no! I'm like, you literally.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah, so he chose literally the hardest thing that he could to. I was like, but at the same time, like
you don't let him choose. Just give him what you get. What you get, you don't get upset.
JR says that all the time. We have that ingrained in him. If the school taught him that too, but he brought it home, and I'm like, that's good. We're gonna use that.
Gonna keep that one.
I'll tell you, it's a great rotary. We were doing some math the other day. We have thousands of units out there. Thousands of units. It's probably Alex on Laser Everything brought this up, but it's probably like the most widely used rotary.
Oh
yeah.
And the grip is catching up. We're getting a lot of orders in the grip. Mm-hmm. It's really catching up. But the PiBurn V4 is just so good.
It really is
so simple. It's just it's precise. It does a lot. For like the beginner engraver, it's just a really nice, user-friendly, and yet powerful tool. You actually grow into it.
Attention all laser owners and crafters. Are you tired of spending hours cutting, painting, and assembling laser products? Look no further than Crazy Laser Dad Laser Ready Blanks.
Their high-quality blanks are expertly sourced, tested, and ready to use with your lasers. Say goodbye to the hassle and frustration of time-consuming projects and hello to more time creating and selling.
Plus, with their wide selection of items, you'll surely find the perfect blank for all your customers.
So, what are you waiting for? Visit crazylaserdad.com today and take your laser crafting to the next level with their laser-ready blanks.
Welcome to the revolution in laser engraving. Introducing LensDigital, the creators of the game-changing PiBurn Rotary attachment. With the PiBurn 4.0, you can turn ordinary cups, tumblers, glasses, and more into extraordinary masterpieces.
Looking to engrave niche items or want the functionality of a Chuck rotary? Look no further than the PiBurn Grip, LensDigital's Chuck-style rotary. With a range of different sized jaws, you can easily engrave a wide variety of items. All LensDigital products are compatible with most CO2 and Galvo lasers and were designed specifically for the laser industry. All that paired with the best-in-class customer support, LensDigital is your one-stop shop for all of your rotary needs.
Transform your laser engraving game with LensDigital, where makers succeed. Unleash your creativity today.
And don't forget, we are proud LensDigital affiliates as well. If you're shopping, code RileyBlack will take $50 off any order of $600 or more. So it's kind of like, it reminds me of my Apple iPhone. So before I bought, before I switched to Apple.
Yeah, that's very nice of you.
I mean, so before I switched to Apple, you know, every year you can get like at the time, I think you can now. I don't know if they still do that, but every year you could get like a new phone, right? Or they give you credit towards a new phone. Right. I would never make it to the year mark because my phone would always crap out at like 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. Yeah. And I was always getting so pissed because I never made it to the year before I had to buy another phone. Yep. And then finally I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try an Apple iPhone, right? Yeah. And I didn't want to like join in on the sauce because everyone who had one wouldn't shut up about it. And so I was like, okay, well, let me try. I'm already replacing my phones anyway. What's the worst that can happen? Right. I can go back. I've had like 3 iPhones or 4 iPhones since, and so much so that he's using my old one.
See, I didn't want to jinx mine, but because it's
well, but like
what is it, the XR?
I think so, yeah. And like my new one, I only bought because I wanted the fancy new camera. I bought it because I wanted to, not because I had to. So I feel like you guys, it's the same thing. It's like, oh man, like when a new one comes out, it's struggle because you're like, I don't need it. This one's great, awesome, perfectly fine, still working.
But see, this is where Len the genius comes in, and he's like, I'm gonna make you need this.
I know. New one. He does every time.
He came out with the grip. He's like, oh, you like that? Wait, hold my beer. Watch this.
Yeah. This one. No, that's. I mean, I think you formulated it perfectly. There's no planned obsolescence with our products. They last for a really long time. You guys we literally still have V2s out there working. And
is that the fancy word for like planning its lifetime and it'll like start crapping out on you after so long?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's a real thing. So planned obsolescence. I don't know if you know this. Like, it's a real thing.
What's it called again?
Planned obsolescence. Like it's going to be. It's a plan.
Okay, so obsolete.
For a piece of technology, like whether it be an appliance or a light bulb.
Okay.
To actually have a useful life and then expire and stop performing, so that people buy new ones. It is a real thing. It's obviously, if you think about a company that is a public company, that they're required to maximize profits for their shareholders, by their bylaws. They're required to do that.
Right.
They have that where they plan it, and the refrigerator is going to break after 10 years because if they don't, no one's ever going to buy another GE refrigerator.
Right.
They can last forever. They can last for a very long time. Those appliances, especially. So light bulbs, there was like a whole big deal with light bulbs. You can look this up. There's research on this right now. It's all public. But there was a cartel of light bulbs that got together, and they actually invented planned obsolescence. Yeah. Right. They invented it. They made their light bulbs would last too long, and nobody would buy extra light bulbs.
Yeah, there are some light bulbs made in 1920s.
It was a light bulb cartel. Yeah. They got together and they planned one day to say, hey, guys, all of our light bulbs, they're only going to last like a year or not more. Right. And then everyone's going to need to replace it. it was a plan, and it worked for a very long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that doesn't apply to you guys.
No, no. I
absolutely
mean,
not.
it's not. We're not a public company,
Right.
and we're just not there. We like, as you guys know us, we
Yeah.
care about the customer much
Right.
more than anything else. Is just like a corollary of that.
Right.
The innovation is because of the customer. All of our innovation is customer led, customer driven innovation. We like to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these PiBurn rotaries, they last for a very long time. You need to maintain them. Like,
Right.
it's inside a laser, so it gets dusty.
Right.
Because of the money dust gets on it.
Yeah. Money dust. I love that.
You need to maintain it.
Right.
But if you do a good job, and these things last forever.
Yeah. That's awesome. So let's see. I don't even know. I wrote this note down and I don't even know what it means. So the Grip 2 or so is it the 5 basically?
5.
So you
the new
call
product line?
It's not the
New product
V5, right? Because that would be like
No,
VV.
it's now just like V Roman numeral 5.
V.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
It's
really
just
like that.
5.
It's simple. I love simplicity. We need to simplify everything.
Right.
So there's still only 2 products, really.
Yeah.
The PiBurn 5, which is like written like that, kind of like, how the iPhone 10 was like an X. So like a Roman
Right.
numeral. So PiBurn V5. So it's just PiBurn 5.
Yeah.
And then Grip 2, just Grip 2. And if you put them together, you get the Omni, which is really, the Omni is just like it's a configuration of those 2 products on a single rail. If you think about it, it's just the Grip on one side and the PiBurn on the other. So for simplicity, we kind of made a third product called the Omni, but in reality, it's really just 2 products in one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Everyone always gets. I have an eyelash in my eye. Everyone always gets confused by the 2 because it's like it's hard. It's this difficult balance of telling you all the features and then telling you all your options and then not overwhelming them.
Right.
Because you need to know all that stuff, but then you tell them all that stuff and they're like, wait, so which one do I need for for this one or that one, or you know what I mean?
Right. Well, and the fact that, I mean, although the Grip frees you up for more things, it can also do some of the things that the regular one does.
I guess one good question I just thought of is, so the Grip can do a lot, and it can do a lot of the like things that maybe the PiBurn 4 or 5 may not do as well in, like things that you need, like the precision of like full wraps and that kind of stuff. So what are things that don't do well the opposite way on the Grip, but do better on the traditional rotary?
Got him.
Got him. Tricky question.
I can tell you why. So it's a tough question. You know why?
Hey there, podcast listeners. How great would it feel if this was the year you finally got to escape your 9-to-5 to embrace your lifestyle of creativity and entrepreneurship?
Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, Eon Laser USA invites you to join the Freedom to Create webinar, where you'll learn how to make this a reality.
Join leading laser industry professional and brand ambassador Emily, aka That Mom with a Laser, and Eon Laser USA's sales manager Alicia as they dive into all things Eon.
Learn about the advantages of owning an Eon laser and get the scoop on Eon's rewards and partner benefits. Plus, get a glimpse at how everyday people who started out with zero experience paid off their lasers, scaled their businesses, and transformed their lifestyles.
So if you're ready for a lifestyle change, head over to eonlaser.us/whyus and sign up for the Freedom to Create webinar today.
Thanks for listening. Laser on. Hey makers, are you trying to grow your laser business but struggle with things like social media, building local business relationships, setting up your website, how to charge for your products, or when to add employees to your business?
Samita and Anuj Patel are passionate about helping other makers build their laser business and realize that each business owner is at a different stage in their journey. Like many of us, they started with a hobby laser at home but have since grown to a warehouse with 7 lasers, a UV printer, and generate 6 figures in sales and ship out over 5,000 orders a year.
Their one-on-one mentoring sessions are perfect for those who have questions and want answers. The hour-long session will be conducted over Zoom and will be recorded so that you have access to it after as well. No question is off the table, and they will give you actionable steps to take your business to the next level. Book your mentoring call at homeboundcustom.com to start growing your business today.
Because you can, I literally just moved this table. So you can do stuff like this on the grip very, very easily, and it's going to be tough on the PiBurn and it'll wobble.
Right.
Pretty much. And then the very, very thin objects, like a pen, if you want to engrave something really thin, or a drumstick, it might be so thin that it falls through the wheels of the PiBurn.
Right.
So you need the grip has like minimum diameter of 0, right? You go down all the way to the center. So what can you do on the PiBurn that you can't do on the grip? I don't know if I would formulate the question like that. Right. But the question that we do get often is like, why would you want the PiBurn if I can just get the grip and do everything?
Right.
And there's a real answer. There's a real reason for the PiBurn to exist, and a very, very strong reason. If there wasn't, believe me, we would just kill the PiBurn.
Right.
And we'd say, here, the grip does everything. We only need to have one product. It would make our lives much simpler. But it wouldn't make your life simpler.
Right.
Why? Because the PiBurn is an amazing tool for a beginner engraver. Like if you're just getting started, it is just easier to get started. Why?
Yeah.
There's no jaws. There's less things to learn. There's less moving pieces. You just plop it on the wheels and you're burning the next, like literally in seconds.
I will say it's very, very easy.
It's so stupid simple. I mean, like it's literally as simple as you can get in a rotary.
Yeah. I tried another rotary, and while it works if like you're not going to do a lot of cups or not to show shade, but it's the one that came with the Eon, and it was a free rotary, and it was great when it's all I had, but there was a lot more. I didn't have the patience for that. You got to be more like technical, and you got to be able to like just practice and shift and migrate when things happen, or when like you're having to prop it up to get it to be level, and you'd have to be really careful with what you're putting on the rotary, and it doesn't get caught on any of the rollers, and it's a very, very basic rotary. And so it does what it needs to do. It works if it's the only one you got. But I was like, if this is rotary life, I don't personally want it. It's not for me.
Right.
And then, I heard everyone talking about the rotary. I did one big order on, and I say big, for me it was big. It was like 10 to 15 different cups, just a simple logo. And then I got the V4, and I did one cup, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Okay,
that's the reaction we want right there."
Yeah, because it was just so. It was intimidating. I did tell you when I bought it. I warned you were gonna have to bully me to get it out of the box.
You did,
and then you were gonna have to bully me to actually use it.
I was doing some
all the time.
Facebook Messenger bullying.
You did. I asked for it, so but it worked.
At the time, I didn't have as much hands-on time as I do now.
Right.
But even for me to set it up, it was aligning it, and even going leveling the cups and stuff. Like it was piece of cake.
He's my rotary setup guy and breakdown guy. If I need to do a cup and I don't want to go through,
and I was
taking out the honeycomb
before
tray,
she let me cut anything.
Right.
It's like a pleasure to use. It's just so nice.
It is.
And the form factor is very appealing, right? The whole design of it is really nice. It's a nice color, like aesthetic. All that is really, really important. We want it to be a pleasure to use. That is super important. I don't want it to be an afterthought. And again, no shade on any laser company that does you can't compete with free. It's phenomenal that they send out a free rotary and get people into it. It's great for us.
Well, because I mean, here's the thing. That's a really good point, because had it not been for that free one, I would have never probably tried yours.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the tumbler game is so good. It's so profitable. Having a good rotary actually almost doubles the value of your laser. We did the math on that. Yeah. So on average, it increases the value of a laser by 60% on average. Wow. If you're doing tumblers, sometimes it doubles the value. So for something like the top 20 to 30% of the top rotary users, it more than doubles the ROI they get on the laser, right? So the flat work is 50% of the revenue, and Rotary is another 50% of the revenue.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and then
So
you compare. I mean, you can't
it's
use one without the other, I guess. But like, you compare the price of the laser to the price of the Rotary, and you know,
just a little more. For just a
Mhm.
little more, you increase the value of your laser.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
and the PiBurn. The other thing with the PiBurn is that it is super fast to swap out cups. So like that big
Yeah.
order,
Yeah.
15, you might have felt it, but if it was 150, it was
Mhm.
1,500.
Bro,
Right.
even the
seconds
15
add up. They add up.
Yeah.
didn't feel it because I was helping her swap them out, and again, not
No,
like,
not that one.
No, not that
This
one.
was a different
Oh,
order.
okay.
But yeah, but the bigger
But I
orders,
helped- I helped
you've
you
helped me
out
swap them out,
swapping
and
them out, and it was
no.
it was
With the 15
again, it
on
was
the
cake.
manual one. That one I did at
Oh yeah,
Emily's
you did at
house.
Emily's house. Yeah, I
Mhm.
wasn't there for
Yeah,
that.
and
No,
I
was
literally
talking
had her
about
walking me through it.
doing multiple cups on the regular
so
PiBurn
easy.
is just it's
It's easy.
and again I'm not
Especially if it's the same logo or you're not
Mhm.
changing a
Yeah,
name or
yes,
anything.
that's
Oh
true.
my god.
yeah
It's
you
a dream.
just you just open swap and hit start.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's legit. Like as long as you have like a marker that for each cup you're starting, like
Right.
make sure the logo on the bottom of the cup is
yeah.
red, right
Yep.
side up, and that's your
Yep.
start point.
Yeah.
You just in and out, in and out, in and out.
In and
Yeah.
out.
But don't walk away from your laser.
Yes. Oh my god. You're reminded of that today. My quarter inch likes
Why?
to
What happened?
Well, nothing
Uh-oh.
bad. So
Uh-oh.
in recording this course, I've been cutting a lot more stuff on my laser than normal. And
Is it wood or acrylic? That you
Acrylic.
usually cut? Acrylic. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. And so I never really have flare-ups, especially because
Yeah.
I cut everything on the wet paper towel hack that's underneath all
Yeah.
of my sheets of acrylic. And so I really think that kind of helps some. And my quarter inch, because my cut settings are, it's slow to get a good cut, and then the power is also a little bit higher too, so like it kind of smooths the edges out a little bit. And with that and a quarter inch, it gets hotter. So on certain, and it's always a certain direction, I think, because of how the air is pulling when it's
It was the
when
same
it's
spot. Yeah.
yeah. It's the same. It's always the same direction. So like when it did it today, it didn't happen on any of the what is that, horizontal cuts, but it did on the vertical, and only towards the end because it got so warm. But anytime I'm cutting, I'm right next to it anyway.
I got a
But
nice shot of it because I was like zoomed in.
he was all zoomed in. And so especially when I'm cutting quarter inch, then I have either my finger on pause or close by so that I can like hit it really quick. But it was just, again, when you're close by and you have the precautions like in place, it's not, yes, it kind of makes you skip a beat a little bit, but nothing happened because we were right there. Had we not been there, something very well could have happened, and it could have been really bad. So
The horror stories you hear sometimes in the pictures.
Oh my
and-
God. Yeah. When we were cutting cardboard today too, and cardboard, I was like even more so like, okay. And he was recording, and I made him back up his camera to give me enough room just in case. And I had the like spray bottle like ready to go. And I'm like,
Yeah. Cardboard is like dangerous. I had the fire on my cardboard, so I had to I was running into the sink with the cardboard flaming
You
around
didn't tell me.
No, it was
You
my
never
old
told me
house.
this.
Yeah.
I was
Of
going,
course.
Yeah. Like, what did I do?
I just saw that whole scene play out in my head.
Right? Yeah, totally. And
Throw
then
it out the
Stan,
window.
You've never told me that story. I wonder why. See, nothing happened, so it's okay. There's no story now. If there was a story, he would have had to
I
tell
know
you.
about it. The firefighters would be here already.
Exactly. Okay, so with the new grip, I have a couple random things to ask you if it can do. Random and not random. Okay,
Rapid
so
fire.
Nice,
rolling pins.
This is going to be all rolling pins. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That was a gimme.
That was a gimme.
That
It was a gimme.
This was on the grip.
Nice. I love it.
How we
This
roll.
is how we roll.
You
Nice.
can't read that.
Well, and I love the come on, with it being the grip, get a grip, that hashtag.
That
is
was
just-
pretty good, right?
It's
That was
so
pretty
good.
That's good.
Okay, so what about flutes?
Get a grip.
Flute. Like Bandcamp flutes?
Yeah, Bandcamp
what?
flutes. Can you do a flute on the
Hold on.
grip?
A flute, like
Yeah.
No, a flute.
Yeah.
What's the diameter in a flute?
No clue.
Doesn't matter.
No,
You can
wait,
do
it doesn't matter. Do you need a back support on the flute? Because it's long,
Yeah, probably.
but
That's
it's not
what she
heavy.
said.
It's long, but it's not heavy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do it. You can do drumsticks.
Okay.
Did you
What
just
about-
do a that's what she said joke? Did I hear that
Yeah.
right?
I did.
Yeah, she did.
I did.
She did.
You said it was long and heavy.
Yeah.
but
that's what she said.
Right. There's something about the flute, and there was like something about the flute in the movie, the American
Yeah,
Pie.
yeah,
Yeah,
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
At Bandcamp.
Oh yeah,
that
that's
one time at Bandcamp.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the
I
one.
did not plan
American Pie.
this,
Oh my God,
but
yes,
it
That
worked
can-
well.
That is going to work on the grip.
Um,
Next item, for the love of God.
eggs.
Eggs? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So
Wait, so
can't
you
do
say
it.
that like someone's done them?
Someone's done it. Someone has done it. We have a
Nice.
video. We have a freaking video of a grip engraving an egg. Ida, what was her last name?
Mm,
Ida Elif. Thank you. Good job.
yeah.
Ida Elif. So she has a video
Uh-huh.
on. It's actually on the
I'm gonna have to
website
look for it
too.
now.
It's
Okay.
actually on the website. So on the website we have like a resources section, and under
Mhm.
resources there's like what you can engrave on the
Right.
PiBurn, and there's a blog post with all these different items, and there's an egg on a grip.
So
And the
what-
reason you can do an egg is because of the silicone finger. The finger jaws are very
Right.
gentle, so you can't do that on a regular kind of like metal chuck. You'll
Yeah.
crack the egg. It won't
Mm.
hold. But
Was this like was the yolk still in it? Like, was it hard boiled? Like, was it?
I think it was raw.
I think it was raw,
It was
yeah.
raw. It was a raw egg.
Wow, that's
Oh,
Yeah, it was a
wow.
raw egg. Because at the end of the video, she like cracks it and shows everybody that it's a raw egg.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Listen, that's a. Okay,
I
now
thought-
I need to check
I
out
thought-
this video.
I thought they like
See,
cut out
all
the
these ones
bottom
that I thought I was gonna
and
stump
took
him with,
the egg,
and then
took the yolk out, and then just put it on there.
yeah.
Oh,
You know,
good
without
idea.
anything on the inside.
Yeah, you could.
Interesting.
You
Yeah.
can actually
Okay.
boil an egg.
You could probably do. You could probably also do a jig. You could do a jig. You know,
Mhm.
for an egg. But yeah, if you don't bother with that, so you
Okay.
are able to do an egg. That's a great
All right.
question.
It was not on purpose, but I'm glad it happened. What about dice? Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Square.
it's gonna be tricky to do dice
Yeah.
because like you have to think about. You could do a ring. You could do like a ring, like a
Mhm.
band, like a wedding band. Dice. You know why it's going to be tricky
So,
because
His
they're kind
wedding
of
ring.
square. They're not exactly circular. Anything
Mhm.
that's not perfectly circular is going to give you trouble with the focus,
Okay.
as the focal distance is going to change.
Mhm.
But someone engraved a square-looking bottle,
Yeah.
like a bottle that was square.
Mm,
So yeah,
okay.
you need a special lens, I think, Crystal, for that.
Alright.
With like a
So-
really, really wide focal distance, or what do they call
Mm.
it? Focal. What do they
Yeah.
call it?
Yeah. Focal depth.
Focal
Focal
depth.
length.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Focal length.
Yeah.
Yeah, and rings definitely.
Yes.
You can do rings.
But you can,
Well,
you'll be
so
able
what
to
is-
hold it in the grip. You know what I mean? You'll be able to hold it in the grip. That's not
Mhm.
going to be the problem. The problem is going to
What
be
is
getting
your,
it to a bit of grave.
Ring say.
Oh, on the inside of my ring it says "Game Over." On the inside of my
Why?
wedding ring, because it was game over.
Okay, well, that's it. But it's
like,
on the
what?
inside. It's on the inside of the ring, so you can't like.
It is.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
my-
Yeah,
mine's on the
and
inside.
it's not. It's not like the
No.
whole world can see that it's game over for you.
Right.
Just you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, no, they know.
No, they know
Now
because the
everybody
ring is on
knows.
his finger.
Now everybody knows. Yeah.
You know, the like twinkle in your eyes gone.
Oh God.
You know, it's like when you go to the
This is
zoo
gonna
and
get
you see a
depressing
lion.
now.
It's like when you go to the zoo and you see a lion and you see the life sucked out of him.
Yeah. Oh,
He
God.
used to run, you know, and chase
The-
gazelle, and
the
now
lion
now
is-
they
You're
throw
You're
now they
lucky
just
I
throw
know that
some
this
meat.
isn't true.
Now they
okay?
throw some meat over, and he's like, "Oh well, I'm gonna pretend
Speaking
this is
of,
a
that was
gazelle."
another one on my list. Can you do steak?
Wait, steak.
Oh, I love steak. Yeah.
But can
you
you
do
do it
steak?
on the grip?
Medium rare.
Maybe if you put it on a skewer.
Oh, okay.
Skewer, yeah, you could do like a shish
Oh,
kebab,
so
right?
marshmallows.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
definitely
Marshmallows. That's a yes.
Probably shouldn't eat it, but you know
Roast some
we've
marshmallows.
probably we've eaten worse. So you know,
It stinks.
Okay.
I want to try to engrave pancakes. It stinks bad.
really
It doesn't smell like food. No. But
interesting.
laser does something to
Burned.
it. Laser, it doesn't even like. It smells like burnt hair.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Not
another one on my
happening.
list. You can thank Heather for this one. What about a hairbrush?
Dude, what are these? What are these items?
I didn't
You
say
know
they
my
were
whole-
good. I
Did you
said they
have
were
ChatGPT
random.
This? Like, this is unbelievable. Hair.
I'm sure it can. Again, as long as
As long as it can get a grip on it. As long as it can get a
Yes.
grip.
Yes.
Hashtag
yes.
get a grip.
Well, I don't know why you would want to engrave a hair. Maybe like the
You'd be
the other side of
surprised.
it, like the side of the back.
Oh, the handle.
back side
Well,
of it.
yeah,
The
like
handle.
for little girls,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
beard
yeah.
combs.
Wait, I
Beard
did that.
combs are super hot.
Right.
All right, so the Galvo grip.
Yeah, that thing is awesome.
So tell me about this. And
show it?
Yeah.
Heather mentioned.
Oh, there we go. See, they got fancy on us.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
They mentioned the turntable and doing like small keychains and that kind of stuff. So like,
Yes. So the just like kind of like grip one, the first grip, the first generation of this.
Mhm.
This is a chuck that's especially made for lasers.
mhm.
There's no right now you've loosened
no.
the nice, good work.
Oh.
You've loosened the
All right.
adjustment.
Nice.
We can.
So now
we
you
can
know that
edit,
it adjusts too.
we can edit that out.
Okay.
But I'm not
We
going
planned
to.
that. That was planned. That was totally. Well, you recovered gracefully. I gotta say. That was.
It stayed on the grip. It didn't
Can you
fall off.
imagine if that would have shattered?
Oh God,
That was
right?
literally just like.
We would have charged them a $50 fee to take it out. Like we can leave it in, or $50 for us to take it out.
I'm like,
We need all the sponsorship we can
Right.
get.
Yeah, you can definitely flip it up. And
Oh.
so you just flip it on its side.
Okay.
And you put a template on top,
Right.
and you could do keychains. People
Mm.
do business cards. They do
Our new LED pens.
little pocket knives. Oh yeah, pins. Like literally, you name it. And it's so easy to make these templates. You just place them right on top of the grip, and that's it. And you do.
Now does the bottom the foot how you had it the first time, does that interfere with how wide you can go with a jig, or is it like level with the
No.
bottom of the
it's actually below the top of the grip.
below
yeah.
below the fingers?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
put them right
Okay.
on. You put them right on top, right on top,
Perfect.
and that won't hit.
We specifically thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, he's Len.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I just wanted
So
Yeah, you gotta ask.
Just
You
wanted
gotta
to
did
give
you notice
conversation.
something? Like the number of fingers on this, there's now 6 fingers instead of 3. Did you notice that we doubled
Ooh.
up? So there's an invention
It's
here,
lots of
a patent
fingers.
pending
Dude.
invention. Len had to go and like file a patent on this. It's called a jaw
Oh.
doubler.
Jaw
And this is-
doubler.
Jaw doubler. Yeah, it doesn't exist in the chuck world.
Nice.
We have
It
to
does
patent
now.
It. It doubles the count of jaws, and it's actually really nice. What it does is it holds the objects more securely, so you don't need a back support.
Mm.
Yeah, like this mug. This is heavy.
This is heavy. Like
Yeah,
you would
those
usually
are
need a back
heavy.
support, even on a
Yeah.
pipe, like
Yeah.
a regular pipe.
You
You need back support just to drink from one of those.
Especially
Yeah.
when they're full.
They're so heavy.
Yeah.
Right.
They
So
have
they're-
have those competitions during Oktoberfest where you got to hold the stein out like that.
Oh
and
right.
see
Yeah.
how
Oh,
long
dude.
you can hold it for.
And then they fill it with beer.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I would lose that competition because I would be
Same.
drinking.
I
Yeah.
have
Well, because you're
0
gonna be
strength.
drinking it.
Yes, exactly. Like it's so
The
worth
key
it.
is not only do you have to hold it out, but you can't drink it. It's like a
That's
double.
torture.
Torture. At that point. That's unnecessary. Yeah. Yeah. So it does every and it reduces the load like
Mhm.
on each finger. So that's also really important if you're doing large volumes. They're not going to dent or they're going to last
Right.
longer.
Much easier
It's
to
nice.
touch objects. It's very fast.
Yes.
You don't have to like fiddle with it. Like when you have 3 jaws, you kind of have to fiddle
With it a little bit.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this one you just, and it just stays.
Because it grips it instead of from 3 places, from 6 places. So it's just,
Right.
it's just better. It's just
The
better.
doubles the gripping.
It's just better. My wife uses these now.
Double
We're going to be
grip.
selling them as an add-on, by the way.
Oh,
So
nice.
to everybody who has a grip, we're going to be selling
Okay.
these doublers.
Yeah, you can.
That
use
was
them
gonna be
on
my
the-
next
You
question.
you screw them into the grip and then you're done.
Nice.
They're kind of
So-
nice. Yeah.
With that setup, is that setup only possible on like the Galvo like fiber? Can I do that on the Mira?
That's such a good question. I don't see why not. I don't see why not.
Probably, yeah.
Well, I mean, the product is called Galvo Grip because it's made specifically for the Galvo grip.
Right.
But it's much cheaper than the full grip because it doesn't have the rail, it doesn't have the back support.
Right.
But at the same time, you can't like, because the Galvos have the work area where you can screw things down.
Yeah.
You can't screw it down in the mirror. So if it's too front heavy, it'll like topple. Like that mug, it fell on him. But if
I'm
it was not
talking
screwed
about
down,
the up way, the turntable way, but that may not work because of the gantry. It may not be...
turntable ways. You don't want a turntable on a CO2 because you got the gantry, you got the x-axis. It's going like this and like this.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of surface area. But I'll tell you what, it's not
flat on your bed.
It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. No, you don't have the vertical adjustment now.
Right.
Because in the Grip 2, the big selling point of Grip 2 over Grip 1 is this. Can you swap the cameras? I'll show you.
They're so fancy.
Can you swap them?
Right? I got more camera switches than I do.
You got it.
Right?
Oh my God, you did it. Oh yeah. All right. So you see this? You see how easy it is to take it up? I'm like using one finger now. One finger.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? It's freaking sick. Like, dude, this is so nice.
Wow.
So I can change the height of the grip to fine tune it to basically go from a very small object down to like a dog bowl very easily, or a bucket. We're doing Yeti buckets on this thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So with the old grip, you could do it with the old grip, but it's like two big screws that you have to undo and then manually raise the grip like that. Not that it's a big deal, but it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, and then screw them back in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
the fact that anything can hold that big ass bowl. So I can't hold that big ass bowl. So
that thing, it's 5.5 pounds. It's 11 inches in diameter. It's called the Yeti beverage bucket.
Yeah.
It's $120 on the website. The Yeti's ridiculous, right? Like with their prices. Yeah. But people buy the. So my wife sells them. If you think that's ridiculous, she sells them. She's the Yeti chick.
Right.
She's got like the big Yeti group, 80,000 people or something. So she sells these for double retail engraved. For full wrap engraved, it's double retail. So that's
full wrap, absolutely.
Full wrap, yeah. It takes a long this takes a long time to do.
Yeah. So how long does the full wrap take on something like that?
Oh my! You would have to ask her. I don't remember. I'll ask her tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
It's over an hour.
I mean, that sounds about right because it's about. Depending on the cup and the laser and your settings and all that, it's like 30 to 45 minutes, I think, for full wraps. Anyway,
that's crazy.
She'll be doing them tomorrow. Fit
in the frame.
So I'll ask. I think it takes just over an hour because the area
it spins.
What laser does she have that can also fit that with the Z?
That was going to be my next question.
The Z depth.
Yeah, so we're gonna be so the new Nova line fits all of these the big lasers. We tried this bucket at the next laser conference and they're a big laser and it fits. But this will fit in the Boss.
Okay.
And this will fit in the Thunder Nova 35, but not the Nova 24.
Well, and any of the ones, what about the ones that like? Is it the Thunders that like basically you can take the bottom out? Or is that the Trotex? I forget which
I don't
one.
Know. That's above my
the bolt. I don't know if the bolt you can't take that out. But you can take the bottom out of which one?
It's an expensive one.
Nova? No.
Not the bottom. You can remove the blades and.
Yeah, but that's not going to fit still. In the Nova 24.
Nova 35.
In the Nova 35, it will. In the Nova 35, it will. That's how she does them. Yeah, that's how she does them.
That's crazy.
They're really cool. Impressive. I mean, they're really cool. They
that's a big flex for sure. Yeah. And then the fact that I mean those are cool anyway, but then having like a full custom wrap, I mean that's
not many people have that.
And I mean now you're setting yourself apart from all the other people who are like, just doing the regular stuff or whatever. And you're going to that higher caliber customer as well to be able to offer them something like that. That's like super custom.
So the people that buy that from her is not just like, the people that buy it from her is like, it's a business person that wants to really impress their client for a holiday. Like they want to give like a really special present to either like a star employee or a holiday. So they'll do a full wrap and like they'll have their logo like in a subtle placement. You know, they're really, really custom. And like really nice.
That's awesome.
It's not like an everyday. She doesn't sell like that many of them.
Right.
Recently, she had an order of 6. Someone bought 6 of them.
I mean, but that's
the whole. That's the whole day.
6 of those is a good order.
Yeah. But that's the whole day. The whole day is gone. Just the whole day she's doing it.
True. Yeah. Well, and then the other thing is the pet bowls. When those came out, those were huge too, because if any of you know a pet owner that is that's obsessed with their dog, and those are pretty nice and they're really easy to clean. I mean, you give somebody, especially like a new pet owner, they just got a new puppy or something like that, like you give them an engraved pet bowl and
or
you're
they
the
just
star
don't
of the show.
they just don't have an engraved pet bowl.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not
what
pet owners besides you. You're not the pet owner that gets all the fancy stuff.
No, I don't.
No, a lot of people are like
so if you give me a bowl with Panda's
dog.
name on it,
you'll use it.
Yeah.
I've seen people like use pet bowls, the Yeti dog bowls, to just like eat ice cream and cereal. They just like use.
Listen, that's a good idea.
I mean, if I bought it from the store, and didn't give it to my dog yet.
Yeah.
Yes, we're not going to share.
No, you don't share. I mean, there are some owners that probably would share.
Yeah, my aunt was one of those.
Yeah.
The dog would finish and clean up the plate before it went in the dishwasher. I'm pretty sure.
Nope.
I didn't do that, but I'm pretty sure she did. But I might be wrong. Who knows? Okay, now we're going to go to the second game. And I'm going to cheat because I'm going to go first.
Okay.
All right.
So
it's probably going to end with me because.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just skip you.
Did we do the first game?
Yeah.
What was the first game?
The first game was me asking you random shit that can be.
Oh, that was the game. It
wasn't really a game. It was just like
Got it.
Yeah.
So this one is the alphabet game, and so we have to go through the alphabet, and we have to name something laser related that starts with your letter. So
I think I get through the first round.
I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna go first with the A.
Okay.
And say acrylic.
Okay.
Oh man, acrylic.
So Stan is
Next
B.
Up.
Laser related. What starts with?
Oh my God, B. Can I say Bodor laser? Does that count? It's like
what about Boss laser?
Boss laser.
There's an assist. You got close. I just helped you there.
Bucket.
Okay. Len.
Oh, bucket. That's another good one.
C. Right. C is an easy one too. I got one ready for C. Apparently, I'm the only one who's going to play this game.
C.
I got something for D.
I have one for C.
What?
Clean your lenses.
Okay, that works. I was going to say calipers.
Oh, calipers. Right. Okay, all right.
Yeah. That's a top caliper.
So D.
I got diode for D.
Ooh, good.
Dude, that's solid. That's a solid laser
word.
That's
okay.
Crap. So it's my turn again, and I gave you guys all my good ones as my excuse. E.
I mean, if we're going with brands.
What's E?
Epilogue.
Oh, duh.
Oh, Epilogue.
Yeah. That's good.
Epilogue.
Okay, F.
That's a great laser brand.
What about F? It's your turn again, Stan. F.
Focal distance.
Ooh, good.
You got an easy one.
That's F. That's definitely. That's the most.
What's the next letter? Is it G? If so, that's pretty. I mean, that's a
G.
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 Oh, come on.
Jiwaki.
Or the grip.
Yeah.
Oh, grip.
See,
we go for like the challenging ones.
Great marketing.
I know, right? You guys are like racking your brains.
No.
Somewhere Heather is screaming, grip.
Grip. Say grip, you morons. Don't you know any marketing?
Or Galvo.
Galvo's good. Okay, so then H is on you. Oh.
Yeah, Haitian.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Haitian?
No, it's not. It's not Haitian. It's not
Haitian.
It's Haitian.
What comes after H? I?
Haitian.
I give up. I don't know.
And then for P, we're gonna say Pascal, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have one for I.
You don't have one for I?
I think I is where we're stumped.
Ionization.
Ionization.
Ionization? What's that?
That's how laser fires.
Something with the
Ion-
ions.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, that's
it's
fancy.
fucking
That's
nerd.
too.
And it generates photons.
Ions. Just say ions.
Ions. Yeah, that's
Yeah, no, I can't think of an actual. I don't. There's no
No?
eyes that I can think of. Mm-mm.
Your eyes. You need your eyes.
You do need your eyes, but it starts
You gotta
with an E.
protect your eyes.
You do have to protect your eyes.
I can't think of a good I one besides ionization.
I know.
Ionization's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's where we lost.
Innovation.
Yeah,
innovate.
that's one of those that's like it's a stretch. You know, we'll give it to you,
Yeah.
but
I think I would give innovation. Yeah,
What's
innovation.
a J?
innovation. I mean, it
So
is
what's J?
important.
Pretty important. Like yeah,
Jig.
you gotta have
Jig,
innovation
yeah.
in the industry.
J is definitely Jig.
Yeah, J for yeah.
I don't have one for K.
We've got J.
J is Jig.
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 Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
It's gone. I think Jay would have been. No, I don't know.
No, we lost it.
Yeah.
We got lost at I.
Yeah, we
No
got
one.
lost. Okay,
I
so
think we did pretty good.
We did pretty good. We got a lot further than I thought we were. I thought we were gonna be done at like C or D. So, okay, let's talk about this trade-in program. People have been
Yes.
bugging you for forever. Not
That's
gently
Jeff
requesting.
is poking us at 2 in the morning.
Like, hey, can I?
Well, that's because on the West Coast, it's earlier.
Yeah.
2 a.m.
Right, that's true. Yeah, so tell us what you know, and then
We'll ask you a bunch of questions that
Yeah.
you have no idea how to answer.
Right.
No idea.
and then
We're
Heather
not
will tell
gonna
us
look it up.
later.
And then Heather will be like, "Nope, we're not doing that."
Right. No, you're wrong. But yeah, so if you want to trade in, how is this program? We'll call everything like potentially
Right.
to
Okay, yeah.
protect you, just in case any of it
Still
doesn't actually
ironing
happen, or
Really,
yeah,
because
you're
we're
still
still
ironing out
haven't like ironed out all the details.
right.
Right.
But we know that we are going to have a trade up program. So if someone has
Okay.
a V4 or a Grip or an Omni, they will be able to trade that up for a credit towards a purchase of a new line of rotaries, either the V5, the Grip 2, or the Omni 2. So
Okay.
we know we are going to have a program. The program is going to basically, and like all the details we haven't filled in yet, but it's not going to be like one price for every single product. The
Right.
price is going to depend on like when you bought the product. So for
Right.
instance, one of the earliest V4s have a plastic grip, right? Oh, have a plastic clamp,
Right.
not
Yeah.
grip. I meant clamp.
Yeah.
And then they have like an old stopper,
Mm.
and let's say like let's say it's like in really beat up condition, like it's been used a lot, right?
Right.
So we're gonna ask for pictures.
that money
We're gonna ask
dust.
for like a fair assessment, and
Yeah.
we're gonna ask for like the order number so we know when it was purchased.
Right.
And then we're gonna look at that. We're gonna say, okay, here's our offer for you, and we're gonna send out personalized, individualized offers.
Mhm.
We'll handle it like that, and then after we do that for a while, I think we're gonna get a few dozen, but the amount of demand out there, we're gonna have several
Right.
dozen. We're probably gonna
Yeah.
get to like a number. Okay, here we are, and then we'll have
Right.
like a chart. This is what you can expect for a good condition before. This
Right.
is what you can expect for a good condition grip. Like we'll
Right.
we'll get there. We just need to kind of take a
Yeah.
look what's out there first.
Yep.
Yeah, so that is what we're gonna do now. The shipping, the logistics is
Yeah.
still needs to be worked out. Why? Because people don't want to be without a rotary.
Right.
So, for instance, people don't want to just like ship us their V4
And then wait months.
and then wait for another 2 months because
Right.
they're cranking them out, right? They're
Mhm.
using it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the actual shipping logistics we were talking about right before the
Yeah,
show.
we
Oh, you can buy a box,
we rabbit
the
holed
box, and then
this shipping. We're like, oh, okay, if you source
Yeah.
the shipping package from overseas due to
Right.
price, then you pay to ship the
empty
shipping
box.
packages to New Jersey, and then
Well,
New Jersey to the
Wherever.
person
Texas,
who's putting their
wherever you
box. Yep.
Right.
And then from the box from that customer with the actual rotary in it back to New Jersey. And then whoever buys the refurb. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. No,
so
like we're creating emissions.
It.
Like the green energy people are like hating us at that point.
Yeah, you don't get that little green check mark, the sustainability.
Recycling.
I don't know.
Hey, but maybe you do if you reuse that box all those times. I mean, maybe it could be a stretch that, because all of those could be new boxes.
Box, you get like this tape in the shape of box. Means we used it a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
What? Tape? Just the tape. Just no box. Just like it's tape.
There's no more box wrapped around. Yeah, it's just like tape over a few times.
Yeah. Listen, I do get worried because, see, I try to reuse boxes when I can, especially if it's like an uncommon order for me. Because, anytime you go to order boxes, if it's like I don't sell a lot of these, I don't want to buy 25 of them. Right. Now I have to store 25 of these random ass boxes and put them somewhere. So I used to save almost all of my Amazon boxes, and then I couldn't do that anymore. So now I only save the good ones. But even then, when I send them, those are the packages I feel like I tend to have issues with because I think they get confused because they're not from Amazon. Those are the ones that take detours. So now I'm kind of scared about, reusing it without like covering absolutely everything.
Just put tape over it or something.
Yeah, but then their tape, like I use clear tape and they use that like paper tape. So it's like, and I cover all of the barcodes. I like take everything off. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. That's just, I don't know if it's coincidence.
Too bad you can't turn them inside out.
Yeah. I don't think, you might be able to, but you have to take them apart.
You have to cut them.
Yeah. No. Way.
That's why I said, too bad you can't.
Well, and people used to do that with the USPS boxes. And so that they could get free. Yes, because the USPS boxes, the priority ones, are free. So they would turn them inside out so that they could send them, so that they could use
inside out.
Well, you probably have to.
You have to cut it.
I would think so. I guess.
You have to cut it and tape it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they would turn them inside out. But so now they print on the inside of
as well.
So
that's
that
why
you
they print on the inside. I thought it was just like a branding marketing thing.
No, it's so that you don't use it for other purposes because the whole agreement for it being free is that you're using it to send the box priority.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's where they make their money.
Yeah.
But that's like anti-recycling then.
It is.
You can't use the...
so you can reuse... I think you can reuse it as long as you put a new priority shipping label on it.
Oh, then you can use it. But then you don't have to like turn it inside out.
No.
Just put a new label.
Yeah, you think you just put a new label on it. Yeah. But yeah, they don't want you
all
using
logistics. We still have to think through. We don't know. We're going to send them a box, or we're going to send them the packaging material. Like
yeah.
Len just suggested we just wrap PiBurn and tape and just throw it in the.
I don't know.
Or they have to hand deliver them.
You many times it gets ripped and the pieces goes missing.
Yeah.
And you just use tape to fix those holes.
We got a box like that was at seas for 1.5 years from Africa.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You remember we did that video on YouTube?
Yeah.
Remember we shipped that box to South Africa?
2 years, I think
it was. It was like on the road for 18 months. Wow. And then we already shipped him a new one. So he was already using the PiBurn. Like it was just
wow.
And then we got it back almost 2 years after we sent it, and there was no box left. It was completely
because it literally traveled the world.
And just 2 years. Tape was holding bits and pieces together.
I have a better story.
We have a video on that on YouTube, and we call it the Schrodinger's PiBurn because we didn't know if it was dead or alive. Dude, and you know what? It was alive, but it was like kind of we had to. You would have needed to replace the clamp. I think the clamp was dead.
Yeah, the screw, the thumb screw.
That's it though.
Broke. The thumb screw broke.
That's it.
That's pretty impressive for.
Besides that, it survived. Yeah, it was crazy.
Do you have that in the office somewhere? Like
We have it. We have it.
I was gonna
We
say,
have
to
it.
keep
Actually,
that.
we're gonna refurbish it and send that to somebody. That's
No,
gonna be one
you
of the
can't do that.
Yeah.
No, you have to cover that one and like dip it in
Glass.
gold.
Yeah.
And
No.
like
That's
put
like
it.
that's like
Oh,
you know how
with the
some
picture
businesses
Africa and back?
you know how some businesses have like their first dollar that they made?
Yeah,
You have to
Oh,
keep
yeah.
that PiBurn like
Right?
on display somewhere.
Dude,
totally.
maybe we should just put it on display. That's not a bad
You
idea.
have
Yeah.
to.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
actually,
have
recently
to.
we got PiBurn 2. Remember?
Yeah, well, PiBurn 2 from somebody.
Yeah, there was a customer.
From like 20, that's 2019 or 2020? 2019.
2019, I think. Yeah,
Holy
yeah. There was a
wow.
woman. She opened the ticket that she just opened her PiBurn version 2.
She just opened her PiBurn. We're like, what? Can you the order number? She's like, no,
She just-
no order number.
She's like, I just opened it, and
When did you buy it? Yeah. Like, she just,
How do you use it? I'm like, wait, hold on. You know
what is this? This
You
is
know
not,
what? I don't have one. I have like display case with all the PiBurns.
Yeah.
I don't have version 2.
Oh my god.
So I
dude.
offered like, listen, I'll give you all the money back that you spent. It was like $300.
Yeah, we refunded it. Yeah, so the PiBurn
Send it
used to be $300. Just so you know.
I know. I remember. That's why you came in, right? Yeah.
Len was losing money every single month.
Right.
He was losing money. He was living in a basement. He was losing money, the poor guy. So I came in and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, well, if you put the parts together, all the parts cost $300. So I'm just selling it for $300. Like, no, you can't
No,
do that.
that's
We're
how that
gonna
works.
die. We're literally dead. We're literally dead in the water.
Anyway, yeah. So I offered
So you
her.
bought it back from her?
I bought it
Yeah.
back from her. I offered her credit for the new one, $300. She sent it back, and it came in pieces.
Yeah.
It actually broke. It
It
was
broke.
a plastic
It broke
parts.
apart.
Yeah, she didn't wrap it correctly, so it just
Oh
came
no.
Do you have it? Can you show them?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me bring
Dude, go,
but
just
we
bring it.
actually we fixed it.
No, but it's still, we have it. That one we have in the display case. So we
Yeah,
have like
you have
one,
to.
and now we got that V2, and then we have the V3, of course, and then we have the American Pie.
Right.
We did that for the V4, and
yeah.
now we have the V5.
And so
that-
the American Pie, was that like a limited? Like what was that?
that was a 4th of July thing we did for just 2 years.
Okay.
It's a limited edition. We only sold 50, and when we put
Nice.
those 50 for sale, they sold in like the first 30 minutes.
Oh, I bet.
They go super quick.
Did you mark them like 1 of 50, 2 of 50?
No, they're just American Pie. They're not marked. They're not individually marked. Although that we should have done that. At least say that.
Next time.
We've definitely done that. No, they were just
beauty.
they were signed though. We did
Oh
sign them.
wow.
Wow. That
Yes,
looks like
it's
one of the
V2.
first ones.
Dude,
That's
V2.
awesome.
Yeah.
So.
This was $300. So it's all plastic. It's like the wheels
Yeah.
are
Right.
plastic. The clamp base is plastic here.
Yeah.
This part is cut from acrylic on the Boss Laser.
Nice.
The feet are plastic.
Hey,
3D
I mean, you
printed.
do what you do. Like,
Right.
just putting that next to like the V5 or the
Yeah.
V4, like
Yeah.
that's just
Come such a long way.
seeing
Yeah, the growth.
your growth.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's come such a long way, you guys. It's like not even. You know,
Yeah.
the theory
wow.
is still there. The theory,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
No, I mean it totally looks like
It's still
it
recognizable.
looks like the
Yeah.
same
Recognizable,
machine,
yes.
but with
yes,
like
innovation.
like a prototype.
Yeah.
yes.
Almost like a prototype.
And
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it kind of was. Yeah. Huh.
It kind of looks like episode
That's so
1 of the
cool.
Riley Black Project.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, what did you say the other day? If you ever want to see growth, go listen
Yeah,
to
go-
Riley Black,
Yeah.
the Riley Black
yeah.
Project, the first episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
And listen to us now.
Yeah. So look at this thing. This is the V5, the roller now. So did you see like all the rotaries that you have? Even the V4 has the little O-rings on here.
Mhm.
Right.
So let me just show you. So like we did away with the O-rings. We love the O-rings.
Yeah.
They served us so well. But the problem with the O-rings, I always like to explain this. Like the O-rings have very, very little surface area
Mm.
because they're like rounded. So at the very, very top of the O-ring, if you zoom in, you'll see that you're making surface area with a very small part of the
Right.
O-ring.
Yeah, there's not
Yeah.
enough
There's
friction,
not enough
basically.
friction being created.
Also, it's
Right.
falling off constantly.
And they fall off like during shipping, or you can
Right.
just like take them off accidentally very easily. Even if you're like putting up on a cup very quickly, they might slide off. These are freaking phenomenal. So these are custom made wheels, and these are custom made tires PiBurn tires.
Nice.
That's like your friction, so now the thing won't slip. The clamp is so much better now. It's still got the adjustable tension. This little stopper is all metal. It's operated with just one hand.
Nice.
So you can do wine glasses, champagne flutes, and things like that. You can control the lip, where the lip goes of the glass.
Yeah.
This action is just so nice. It's just one hand instead of the thumb screw and all that, and like futzing around.
You know what
with
you
it.
guys need?
Look at that.
An
It's a
infomercial.
rail.
You guys need an infomercial. I know a guy. Have you seen our keychain thingies infomercial?
Guys, can you help us? Can you actually help us do a commercial? This is what I want to do, right, guys? Can I say this? And then if I change my mind, we can cut it out. But maybe we won't cut it out. So, John, this is my idea. Ready? Are you ready for a crazy idea?
Let's go for it.
So all of our affiliates, I want to tape them saying, "Don't buy a PiBurn. You shouldn't buy a PiBurn." I want them all saying like, "No, don't get a PiBurn." And then I want them to get into the reasoning. And the reasoning is like, lasers are supposed to be fucking complicated, right? Lasers are supposed to be like these, these like sophisticated, hard to learn machines. But look at this. It's so easy. It's like, it's not even challenging anymore to do a tumbler. And I want them to go all one by one, explaining how you shouldn't get the PiBurn. Right. And at the end, like maybe like you guys or like Emily are like, don't buy the PiBurn. Like you don't need it to be this easy, you know. Like,
you don't need money dust in your laser.
You just exactly.
A parody one,
I like it, but that's also why that's why infomercials are so good and so funny now because they're so ridiculous. Where did that come from?
I don't know, but it just flew in.
In the shot. It wanted a cameo. But they're awesome. We had a lot of fun actually making the infomercial for the keychain thingies. Because listen, jump rings suck. So it was easy making the jump rings look terrible or look really difficult because they're not difficult, but they're not fun either. So showing the you could do it this way or it's always in black and white and slow-mo and they always hurt themselves and
we're gonna do the same thing. I don't know what Rotary we're gonna rip on, but I'm gonna find
I know that's hard.
The cheapest Vivo for $100 on Amazon.
Yeah,
and we're gonna
exactly.
we're gonna have them spin it and the cup falls off. And they're like, that's better.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have one. Dude. I have
That's what we're gonna do.
The
hot dog roller, Or we're gonna prop it up with all the scrap that they use to do a tapered couple. Oh, this is more like it. This is like using a laser now. Now I feel like I'm challenged.
Yeah. I see it now. Len comes to Stan. Look, I made the Rotary easier. Look at he's no one's gonna buy that. It's too easy.
Yeah.
I bought a PiBurn and it just made life so easy. And I just why even laser anymore?
Exactly.
You don't get frustrated.
But wait, there's more. You got there's more though.
You gotta get a slap chop.
Okay.
You get a slap chop with every order.
You could engrave your slap chop.
Order in the next 10 minutes, and we'll give you a slap chop.
The grip standing by.
Right. The grip can engrave your slap chop when you get it. Aren't they they're round, right?
They are round. Yeah.
And the flute.
And a flute. Band camp. Okay, so let's talk about the goodies. So if people want one, they do want one. But if they just who is calling? We are busy, sir. I'm just kidding. It might be an alarm.
No, that's my
did we
alarm.
turn off?
Alarm.
Yeah.
It's bedtime.
Yeah, right?
Mine always used to go off.
It did, and then we just turned it off and stopped trying.
Yep.
Okay.
Just for
either that or my power.
I'm dying over here. That's what his phone says when it's dying. So if they want one, Heather said, Riley, use the code Riley Black.
Mm-hmm.
And then the launch 2024 code. So there's two different coupons. They're stackable. So with the Riley Black, you get $50 off with that, which is all the time.
We're giving this one to you guys for free, okay? You don't got to be Patreon. You don't got to do anything. We're going to let you stack it.
This is for everybody.
This is for everybody, okay? Yeah. We're not going to do this a lot.
Right.
So join Patreon, and you get this all the time.
Right. And then, the launch 2024 is free shipping on the pre-orders. So, yeah.
Yeah. We lost one.
Yep.
Where did he go? Did he
had an
beat him?
important. Yeah,
I think he
What?
beat him.
It looks like Len
What
was
are you
like, I've
talking
had
about?
enough of Stan.
It's just me. It's always been me.
He took his power back. Stan always tells him no.
Yeah. So what is so the pre-orders are going on now. What is do you guys have when are you guys shipping them?
So we're thinking the PiBurn 5, we're gonna start shipping probably middle of October.
Okay.
Yeah, for the Grip 2, it's gonna be November, and for the Omni, probably beginning of December.
Okay. Cool. So we gotta put in that order for the Omni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I want. No. Oh, he's
What did I
back.
miss? What did I miss?
Oh, we thought,
welcome back.
you know,
Well, what
we
happened?
looked up and you were gone and he had the rolling pin on his shoulder. We thought he might have
Like
taken
a
his
terrible
friend
accident.
It's possible.
No,
It's
I was
possible.
trying to convince them that you were never here.
I live in that fear every single day. Every single
out. I
day.
bet you do.
Glenn, can we do this with the PiBurn? Can we do that? It might happen. So if I just don't show up one day, I've requested too many requests.
Yeah, you've gone rogue too many times.
I've gone rogue too many times. By the way, it's a risk with either him or Heather. It could be either one. I don't
true.
know where it's gonna come
Heather
from.
might be first. So if Len gets first dibs and he doesn't let Heather in on it, she'll be real mad because she'll
Heather's got an
want to
even
get a
bigger
lick
rolling
in
pin.
before.
Oh, hold on, where's my baseball bat?
Hey, that can be done on the grip as well, right? The
Oh, yeah.
baseball bat.
Baseball bat.
Baseball bat.
Yes, and it could also be done on the PiBurn.
Yeah.
Actually, the bat. Yeah.
Actually,
What about the
equally
little
easy. Yeah.
my little mini keychain bats?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's grip. That's grip. Grip.
Okay,
Grip.
That. Yeah. We've done
See?
those.
just got to get it for
Not
that.
that we've done. Our
Yeah.
customers have done.
But if you are doing a rolling pin on the PiBurn, you want to take the clamp off. That's the tip of the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so the clamp's got to come off, and then you for the rolling pins where the handles don't come off.
Yeah.
Where they don't come off. What do you do?
So we use the extra long finger jaws,
Yeah.
which we sell, and they're compatible with both.
Do you have them?
Yeah, it's out. I'll get them.
No, I'll get them.
Okay. So basically, they just go past the handle and they grip it like here,
Okay.
and it lets you engrave it on the grip.
Where are they?
He's like he was gonna.
That's great.
One of the bins,
I'll get them. Where are they?
Oh, that was so
That's
great.
great.
Sam, come back.
Well, so I guess that is so you can you engrave those on like the V4?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dude, I got them.
So here's that.
You
I
see
mean,
this
there's the answer. So there's the answer
found it.
to
You
my
thought I wasn't
question,
gonna find
though.
them.
Oh, you know
Is-
what? You're right. That's the
Say-
answer to your question.
You're welcome. Yeah. So you can do everything on the grip, but sometimes, like the rolling pin, that's one that would actually be better on
Exactly.
the V4.
But only if
V5.
the handles don't come off. Only if the handles don't come off.
Just
Oh!
shh, don't clarify.
I broke
Okay.
it.
Oh,
So he just broke that. So now it's now. You
Well,
don't
now
even
the
need to
handles
engrave
do
it.
come
Now-
off.
Now the handles do come off. Yeah.
Now the handles do come off.
No, dude, I don't think these come off.
No, I broke
No,
it.
he just proved that they do. Just a little more force than you're used to.
A bunch of pieces here.
Oh,
Oh,
my
a
Lord.
bunch of pieces. Well,
So
then,
now I know how these things are made. Oh no, I'm gonna fix it.
Okay.
oh
Here.
man.
So these come off. So yeah, so for the candles that don't come off, then your PiBurn is gonna be easier, right? I
Okay.
don't hurt yourself.
Right.
think I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it.
Mhm.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. I'm gonna
Okay.
put this.
We've recovered. Maybe.
Yeah. So
let me
these
see the
things,
extra
these
long
things are really
fingers.
clever. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of different attachments. Like there's another attachment to make rings easier. Like if you want to do
Nice.
small rings.
Yeah.
There's different attachments for like the really niche items.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like
right.
like for this thing, this is I would call this a niche item.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are gonna do these things. So
Right.
you need extra extenders, extra long extenders.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to do this right out of the gate.
Right.
You will be able to do this right out of the gate, but
Okay.
not something like that. This is 7 inches. That's 11.
Yeah.
What are the other adapters that we're going to be offering? We're going to be doing like lots of really cool.
Yeah, there's going to be some other
jaw packs.
You can also do like eggs on this thing or ornaments.
Ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yes,
baseball bowls. You know.
It's like if you imagine
All
the
the
grip like
bowls.
this, they bring the object away from the grip, so the laser can engrave it right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right.
many
I'm delirious. There's so many.
What is the I guess what is the biggest diameter that the grip can do right out the gate?
As is
without any attachments. Because you said it could do the dog bowl, but it's 7 inches.
I would say
No,
the
it's
bowl
more
is
than
more. It's
more than
like
7.
almost 9.
I would say
9
eight and a half, 9 inches. Yeah.
Okay.
8.5, definitely 9 inches, most probably.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Definitely 9 inches. 8.5 on a bad day, but
That's what
definitely.
you said.
Oh my god!
We
But
gotta
yeah,
take
I
the
mean, if
envelope
it's if you're well endowed, you got to get the extender.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because
Yeah.
it doesn't come from factory that way.
No.
But it's gonna get the job done even without the extender. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what he would say. Yes.
The extender's only for specialty items. It's only for special occasions.
Okay. Well, guys, I think even
All
we're
right.
gonna get in trouble
Yeah,
from Heather
yeah.
now at this point.
Let's wrap this up here before we go. We'll take this offline.
Right?
We'll continue the conversation offline.
The Facebook group, what is it? It's PiBurn Labs.
PiBurn
Is that
Labs.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the website LensDigital.com, correct?
Yes.
Yes, and we just, by the way, we just launched a new website with
just-
tons of resources. Tons of resources.
Thank you, Vanna.
That was quite a demonstration.
It was. It was.
Yeah. So
The new website.
Tons of resources on there, like how-tos, getting started videos, like really, really great. Like not just how to be successful with your laser, but how to be successful with your business.
Right.
Right. So I think there's really two sides of that coin. Like you need to be able to operate the machine very effectively, but you also need to be able to do something. Like you need to be able to sell, to find a market, to build a niche for yourself,
Right.
to grow your business, right?
Yeah.
To market. And a lot of makers struggle with marketing. Like they can be phenomenal at, the craft, phenomenal at it, and know the laser in and out. Like a lot of technical people get hung up on this. Like they know the laser to the milling, all the details.
Right.
Yeah.
But they struggle selling. They struggle with the market, like like the basic stuff. So we pay a lot of attention to that. We want our makers to succeed, and that doesn't just mean like you're going to be mastering the rotary. That's a part of it. We dedicate a lot of time to that. But the other piece is like, well, how do you then market?
Yeah, and I mean an important part is that it's a tool. Just because you buy the PiBurn, it doesn't mean that now all of a sudden I'm going to sell all of these tumblers without the extra work of good designs, good cups, good marketing, like all of that. It's all the symbiotic relationship. They all have to kind of go together. It makes it easy.
It makes the making easy.
Yes.
You still got to do the work. Like you
Exactly.
still got to do all of that. It doesn't make all the work go away. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And so like there's a lot. Like we have a whole the PiBurner Spotlight series, because you're featured. So the PiBurner Spotlight, we have PiBurn Gigs, where like we just focus in on like how did you actually get this job? How did you actually get this order?
Yeah,
What did
that's
you do?
cool.
What led you to it? Connect the dots for me. We ask people about pricing, the people who are willing to share, like how they come up with pricing.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just practical stuff like that you can find on the website. It's now we had this content, but now it's like easily accessible.
Right. Yeah. That's great. Cool.
Well, thank you guys for sticking with the craziness that is this show. Thanks for coming back on, and
we brought some of our own
showing us-
craziness, as you could see. Hey, we're
Right.
right there with you.
we always love having you guys.
yes,
So
always
Always a pleasure. You guys are awesome. We love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, anytime. And you guys stick around for the life update coming up next. As promised, we are back. Just
someday
us.
we should just not come back and see if
Not
notice.
just
for the
stay
life
tuned.
update.
Just stay
tuned
tuned
for the life update.
Maybe we're all done.
Yeah.
It's just us talking.
It
with
might
with
be
our guests.
next week.
It might be next week.
Because I'm tired.
Yeah, the course is.
Oh my God, guys!
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
I posted on my Facebook that like I literally gaslight myself all the time, and I tell myself, "Oh, it's just gonna be a welcome video, an intro, and 10 tutorials. That's it. It's not too bad."
Right, like 11 videos.
My ass. Okay, so there's a welcome video. There's 5-part intro, which I'm already gonna redo.
Yeah,
It was kind of a forced redo.
because you get into like supply list, you get into
all the things you need, like things to know, do this, don't do this, blah 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 blah. And then like compatible designs, ones that work well, ones that don't, fonts that work well, fonts that may not, like all of those things. And then there's 4 tutorials, 4 different signs, and each one, not all of them, some of them are combined into 1 or 2, but each of them have the sign overview where I talk about the sign, any issues I ran into, what to be expected, what the sign looks like, whatever. It's a quick video. Then the whole design video, I show you how to design that so that you can make one that's similar yourself. I don't want to only teach you how to do an on-air sign. Yes, the on-air sign is amazing if you have a podcast or something that makes sense. But maybe you don't want one that says on air. If you do, fantastic. Right. If you don't, now you know how to make one similar with Sally or Brittany or, you know what I mean?
Send nudes.
See? It's the possibilities are endless. But so I teach you how to design it. Then I teach you, like I show you me cutting it so that you kind of see, like, because there's things that you need to know in cutting as well that go into
assembly video.
And then it's cutting an assembly video. So there's each one is split up into 3 videos because I also didn't want you to watch one video for 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
My voice. I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it. And then this weekend. So this shows you how long I've been thinking about this course. So
long that she can no longer talk. It's been a while. It's been since
so August 2022 with Dallas is when I first
Dallas 22? No, Sacramento.
Was that the first one? Sacramento was the first one?
Yeah, because we're in 24 and we just came from Tulsa. 23 was last year in Dallas.
Okay, maybe. The first one.
22 was
first one ever.
First next level conference for those who aren't in the know.
So no, it was you're right. It wasn't Dallas, it was Sacramento. It was because it was just the first one ever in August of 2022. And I taught people how to make an LED sign in silhouette. Well, then a lot of people wanted more. That hour and a half class wasn't enough. They wanted more. They wanted, to me walk through it a little bit more and, all of that. And then people who didn't know silhouette still wanted to take that course, but didn't end up taking it because it was silhouette based, but they used something else. So anyway, August 2022. March 2023, I bought 8 boxes of LEDs.
With every intention to start
With every intention to start it then, right? Then June, fast forward to April, May, we're selling our house and now we're moving 2 hours away and all the things happened. And so life continued to happen and I didn't record the course right away. So this weekend, I've already burned through 4 or 5 of those LED lights. And I realized, I have many more planned. I need to buy some more. Well, I knew that my initial link wasn't available anymore. But I'm like, that's fine. There's 20 more that are available now. That happens all the time on Amazon.
Right.
You go to rebuy something and it says currently unavailable.
Happens to me every time I got
we don't know when it's going to go back.
The fridge.
Exactly. So I didn't think anything of it, proceeded on with the course, and then I need more. I buy 4 different listings, 4 different sellers. I believe 4 different sellers, but 4 different products / listings on Amazon. I go to do a sign this weekend and realize they're complete shit. I did all of my research on the front end, looking at the listings, zooming in on the packaging, how far apart are the LEDs, how many cut lines are there, how far apart are these cut lines, like, can they do colors? Do they have a remote? Do they have the power pack? Because not all of them do. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Because I bought one without. So I went on, and I did all that before I purchased those 4 that I bought. And then you get them, and what's in the package literally doesn't match what's on the outside.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, is this what's out there now?
Well, what it is that they, like, all the pictures of them being used, people like lighting up their room, they're lighting up the office. So it, like, intricacy
That's
of like how far their
right.
space isn't as important in those applications.
Right.
So they can get
if
away
you're lighting
with
up your ceiling.
Right. They can get away with like stretching the material by expanding the length. But when you're making a small sign
like this, if the lights are 1.5 inches apart or 2 inches, 3 inches apart, you're going to light up half the sign. It's going to look like pure crap. Or you're going to need to
dimmer.
Yeah, or you're going to need to cut it too early, and now you have like a dark spot, or you need to cut it too late and you're overlapping them, and now you have potential for fire if you don't overlap them properly. And like, I spiraled so bad, and it was like, okay, sure, I have more of them, but then at the same time, like, having people buy this course, the first thing people ask is, cool, where do I get lights?
Right, where do I get the where do I get lights
awesome
like you
ones
use?
that I have in the video don't exist anymore. So I've recorded half of this course.
They do exist. We found similar.
Well, so we found similar ones, and I actually like them a little bit better, even though I really liked those other ones. I really do wish those ones were still available, but it's okay, because I finally found an alternative. But now this is another video. Now I have to teach people all the work that I did that night and all the spiraling I did, and how we finally figured out how to actually find quality ones on Amazon, because it used to be much easier.
Right.
It wasn't this hard for me when I bought them all those other times with all those other signs.
Of course not, because you weren't doing a course.
Right.
But now
and
you're doing
then
a course.
today was a day. We've been on this positivity journey, and man, did today test it. Ooh-wee. I just don't even, there was stuff that happened in the morning. I don't even remember what it was. Okay. Then it's finally time to cut stuff out. This one, I cut a jig out of cardboard because I have a really cool sign coming up that needs like a kind of, not a fancy jig, but it needs a jig to like make it happen. So I cut the cardboard jig. Doesn't exactly line up, but I'm like, that's weird. Maybe it's because it's cardboard and my settings could use some tweaking or whatever. Shrug it off, right? Then I cut one of the other pieces, and most of the pieces are great. And then another one of them is not. Mm-hmm. I'm checking my original file. I'm checking Lightburn. I'm checking all the things. I'm zooming in as far as these programs go to see like where, now mind you, it was not a big gap. It was less than 1/8 of an inch, but enough to where you zoom in a little bit, you're going to see that they don't line up. They lined up. Well, now I've come to find out that now I know why the first sign I ever did, why it didn't match up exactly. And I'm like, I was really careful about making sure not to stretch it. Mm-hmm. I even called myself out in the video, and it's like, you'll see me struggling to line this up because I didn't have more like acrylic to cut. Right. And I did. I found acrylic I didn't know I had. But I'm glad I didn't recut it, because I would have been fucking livid if I would have recut it. The first sign I made, I recut it. I go through 2 of them, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I did not know that I had that acrylic. Anyway, so then now, so now we pivot, and we thankfully have found a solution to the LEDs, several solutions actually. You can make your own, or I found some other ways to find some good ones. Then we run into the issue with the cutting. I now need to put in a support ticket and get my laser calibrated with the X and the Y axis or something like that is what Kathy said. She sent me, like, she was very quick to respond, and she sent me a very nicely written paragraph, and I was like, nope, can't do it. Can't do that. So I figured out that the issue, Kathy. Right? Thank you. I mean, no, it was very informative, but it was too much for me because I was overwhelmed. Yeah. And so I figured out that the two that cut wrong, incorrectly, were cut horizontally rather than vertically. Yeah. So I just recut those.
We ran the tape back.
Yeah, I just recut them. And I was like, it is what, I don't know which one's right, which one's wrong, but now the one that had 3 pieces cut that were correct, that one's right now. And it doesn't look distorted or anything. It looks good. But yeah, I just ran with that. I'll figure out my laser later. Then I was assembling the side. Recording 2 different camera angles because we fancy around here, and power goes out. Tight shot. So tight shot and a wide
power
shot.
Doesn't like if it would have just went out, that would have been great.
Yeah,
it didn't. It flickered and
it was like coming on and off, going off, and it was on. It did it like 3 or 4 times.
Enough to where now you don't trust that the power's gonna stay on. Because if it would have went off and came back on,
right,
we'd be like, all right, cool.
No, it was like
yeah.
So that was great. In the middle of recording, he comes in. We're both doing the it's fine smile.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. He turns everything back on, starts recording again.
Everything's fine.
Keep going. It's fine. So I finished the sign. I'm super proud of the sign. Listen, go look at the groups and look at my pages. I had to post that one.
Oh, you posted it already?
Oh God, it was so good. Like, and I did. It was, I filtered it and I put the It's you can't see the whole thing, but you see enough, and it's good. And I want people to want it. Like, I don't care about sneak peeks. I don't get this is a
what
good
if they
sign.
want to buy the sign? Will you make them the sign?
No.
Okay.
MJ already asked me to send her the sign, and I told her no, it's mine. This is mine.
Yeah.
I'm keeping this one. Halloween is my jam, and it's Halloween related, and it's mine. I keep it.
Oh, it should remind me. I gotta look for Halloween music.
Yes. If they want to make it, I don't. Maybe. Listen, I'm not turning down a lot of money right now, but maybe. I don't really want to.
If the price is right.
If the price is right, yes.
So MJ, come on up.
So then I go to stop recording because I'm now proud of this wonderful sign I've made. And I stop one camera and it's like, great, turns off, right? The little blinking red light that you're recording turns off. Go to the other camera, the one with the more important angle, the wide angle, and it starts recording. And as a videographer,
it's happened to me all the time.
The worst feeling.
It's happened to me a lot. A lot more than I like to say.
Yeah. You go to stop recording and you find out you were never recording in the first place.
It's a great feeling.
But I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I don't know if it just ended early. I don't know if I really, really don't think I hit it twice. I'm like, I don't know. But when it started recording and I thought it should have stopped, I was done. My positivity was on the struggle bus.
You know what's funny? I don't see that short clip though.
See, that's what I mean.
Now that we're talking about it, I didn't see.
I would have had to hit it a third time.
Right.
And I did not. I definitely did not.
Because you would have had to hit it because it started recording.
Yeah.
So you probably hit it again to stop that little one. I don't see that mini clip anywhere. That 2 second.
You'll have to go all the way to the end. See if you hear me saying anything. Like, what the fuck? Because I'm sure that had to have come out of my mouth.
Right. Well, I'll compare it to the second camera.
Yeah, just compare it and see
what's missing.
Maybe it didn't even happen. I don't know, but it happened. It happened in my eyeballs.
I could have sworn I saw if anything, the tight one is the one I was worried whether it was recording or not.
Well, and I think I was off camera. some on the because after the power thing, I wasn't paying attention. Well, the one didn't have the monitor on anymore.
Right.
We didn't realize that.
Right.
And then the other one, it was such a tight shot, and everything was black, so it was hard to see whether
For you, yeah.
it was getting what I
Right.
was working on or not.
Right.
And I was so done that I honestly was just like, I didn't even think about like double checking that stuff, which again, if you're done, you should double check that so
Right.
that you don't have to do it again. But you just want to finish, and it was almost dinner time, and yeah. So I'm sure you guys have already left, but that's just it's been a lot, but I just keep telling myself it's going to be worth it. Every new sign that I make is my new favorite, and I love it. And, you know, it's just.
This is how you make all your projects.
Yeah. It's how I make all of, what you mean, like a mess?
Anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Anything. You get excited to make it. You hate the process of making it. And then you love it when it's done.
I do. Yeah. So the course is no different. Please buy it so that I don't cry in a corner. But I will be happy that I at least finished it because I've been talking about it for so long.
Right, at least it's out.
At least it's out and done.
And we can move on to the next
And we
thing.
did have a successful pre-launch, so I'll at least
have that.
get to hold on to that for the rest of my life. But I'm speaking into a very successful launch and future launches, and I already have like 2 or 3 expansion packs planned.
Yep.
Like, because I can't stop coming up with ideas. The second I talk to somebody about this course, I think of something else to add that I haven't already added. So it's going to be ever growing, and I love it, and it's easy. That's my favorite part. It's easy when you're not trying to film it from 2 different angles, and you're not.
It's not that difficult.
No, the difficult part for us is all the extra recording.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to design, so maybe that part. But it looks pretty.
Yeah, once you break it down and you see what you need for each sign, they're all very similar, but it's just taking that same technique and showing you that this technique is the same or similar as the other 3, but it looks completely different.
Right.
Because you did finishing touches differently, or the design is different, or the shape is different, or sure, all the layers are about the same, but you do little tiny tweaks to it, and now it's a completely different sign.
Yeah.
So
shows you the possibilities.
yeah, my voice is back for a little bit, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna go now.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I love you guys.
It's been another great episode of the Friday Back Project. Crystal and John.
Bye.
Maybe we're all done.